Let's get this underway, shall we? Indeed, indeed, indeed. Let's take a gander at what I was doing. I remember now. We're not screwed with this island. That's what we're not doing. Actually, you know what? I'm dumb. We're gonna try it. Let's see here. No, I want the vitality, adrenaline points. Yeah. Increase crit. Ah, damn it. I do want those. Exploding shield. I want that. Let me try this. Right. If I remember correctly, this particular island is gonna go around the backside. I know that I'm fucking standing. Hey, Froggy Pate, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I removed the music once. That were getting me copyright claims and strikes and whatnot. I removed all of those. So now it's sounds, just no music, sounds. And I know that I'm not strong enough to do this one, but we're gonna get a good old try. I gotta remember what type of match. I know it's in the, I think it's in the 40s. I think it was an Archgriffin.
Bastard! Asshole! Cockeyed prick! You're dead!
I didn't want to hurt her, I promise. Someone, anyone, help! Help! Save me! Thanks for the help.
What was that about?
Bugger can't handle that his sister'd rather sail to Lilac Bay with me than serve Freya.
A Skelliger seducing a priestess? I thought...
Thought what? That we don't do such things? Not every man in the Isles believes in that rubbish about the gods, but many can't accept that, and it leads to feuds, vendettas. It's not right, not fair. I love Irma, and she loves me. There'll come a day when we'll be together. I'll find a way. Religion's full of holes as logic's concerned. There's bound to be holes in its principles too. I'll find them, show them to the priestesses. Then they'll let me wed my Irma. You travel a lot, don't you? Ever come across something that can help me? Bring it here. I'll pay you well. I live in the hut the other side of the volcano.
See what I can do. So long, and try to stay away from brothers in a rage.
No. I want to back up there because there was a little piece of dialogue there that was kind of important.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Okay, hold on here. Let me read this here. What a very angry man that was. So today's strange thought before Witchers, we had spooks. They took the seventh son of the seventh son and killed monsters. Have you seen the film Seventh Son, Scare? I have not. I know what film you're talking about. I have seen it advertised, but I have not seen it, no. Honestly, I watch a fair share of films, but the majority of what I watch is based on real life events or educational. But that's just because those are the things that I enjoy. So I don't watch too much outside of those categories unless it's maybe like, obviously my grandkids watching whatever they want to watch and that they're interested in. And yeah, I'm very limited in what I choose to watch just because I have a hard time sitting still long enough for an hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, however long whatever movie happens to be on is playing. Just because I always like, no, I got to do like 15 things at once, and that's what I do. So I have a very hard time watching movies. TV series or mini series, on the other hand, I have a lot easier time watching them because it's like, no, I can sit down for an episode and then move on, you know? So, no, but I have not seen it. I know what you're talking about. I'll have to. It does have an actor I enjoy. So, we will have to. I'll have to consider it. I'll have to see if I can find it and see if it's any good for what I enjoy, you know? Which, by the way, I totally forgot to do Froggy Pate shout out. Shame on me. All right, for those who haven't done so already, go over to check out Froggy Pate's page. You can hit that heart icon right there, and you'll get notifications when he goes live. He goes live Monday through Friday. Weekends he doesn't stream. Those are his time off to spend with his family. But Monday through Friday, he takes a portion of his evening and spends it here with you guys on Twitch and providing amazing content for the Legion and all the Twitch viewer people that are future Legionnaires, you know, because when you join the Legion, when you join one of our channels, you become part of the Legion. It's fantastic. But he does World War Z, Back for Blood, Ghostbusters. World War Z is the primary focus. He's done some Elder Scrolls. He's done some High on Life. So he's a variety streamer, which is awesome. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, go over to his channel when he's live and ask him the questions. He's very informative about the things that he does. Have you seen Witcher Blood Origins yet? No, I refuse to watch any more Witcher stuff promoted or produced by Netflix. I will have nothing else to do with them. They have blatantly ignored and destroyed established lore, and they have repeatedly made open statements that they do not care about the existing lore. They are not making a movie for the or show or anything ever for the existing Witcher fan base. They've been very, very clear about that. Like, there's another, I don't know how many people know this or not, but they announced they're going to make a family-friendly Witcher show, something that the entire family can enjoy. And I'm like, that's not The Witcher. That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. So, because of their blatant and open hostilities towards the existing Witcher fan base and our community, I will not ever do anything to support them again. That includes watching their trash that's rewriting the established lore. Period. There's no wiggle room for that because, like, really, you're going to kill people that are important to the upcoming trilogy of the video games because, what, you're throwing a tantrum because the lead actor for your show is telling you to actually pay attention to what's already written and what's established and read the books and read the lore. Get out of here, Netflix. Like, screw Netflix, screw their writing staff. And they've even said, we're making it for a modern audience. We're not making it for the Witcher audience. And they called the Witcher fan base that is a fan of the books toxic. They said the novel community is toxic because the novel community doesn't agree with what they're doing. Really? So because we were fans before you even had the rights or ideas to get involved with Witcher, we're fans of the original source material that's inspiring this. We're toxic because of that? Yeah, like, no thank you, Netflix. I will never have anything to do with Netflix again. Yeah, family friendly. We see the monsters, but we didn't see it killed or no. They're doing a new, like, there's going to be a third. So they've got the Witcher series. They've got the Blood Origins, which the Blood Origins, it goes against what the very beginning and core established facts are of the Witcher universe because it doesn't fit their political narrative, and they've been very open about that. But they're making a third show, and the third show is going to be a family-friendly show. Are you kidding me? Silver blades are made to kill monsters, and now Netflix producers, LOL. Thank you for the shout out, sir. I kind of working and lurking. Oh, yeah, no problems. Thank you for being here. I definitely appreciate you being here. But yeah, no, like Netflix, they have been so freaking open about their hostilities towards the established franchise. I won't have anything to do with them. I'm done with Netflix.
Bastard! Asshole! Cockeyed prick! You're...
Help! Save me!
Okay, so he's going to attack us no matter what. I was seeing if we could talk to him.
His long search
He
for
has an
Ciri
exclamation
led
mark, but I
Geralt
guess
to
we gotta kill
conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
But how are you doing today, Gamer Who and Froggy Pate? How you guys doing? Anything new or exciting in your guys' part of the world? That sounds like an archgriffin. I wonder if it's a royal archgriffin or something.
Bastard! Asshole! Cockeyed prick! You're dead!
Help! Save me! Thanks.
What was that about?
All right,
Ah, bugger.
this is the question I want to ask him.
So he was trying to avenge his sister?
Aye, though I've no notion why. Didn't force her to do a thing. Never hurt her in no way.
A Skelliger seducing a priestess?
Okay.
Thought it's not.
So then, no matter.
See what?
Okay, so then no matter what choices we make there, we either have to help him or have to let him get by. The dialogue didn't change regardless of whichever choice we made. I was checking that because I've never actually seen that quest before. Hell, I was trying to loot this island the other night, and I didn't even see the quest then. Of course, I got stomped on by this griffin that's up here. Alright, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Save. So we're gonna save here so I can go see and identify the type of monster it is. Let's see. You are an archgriffin. Yep, I was right. Alright. So, archgriffin. Is it a hybrid? Is it going to be a standard griffin? There's only standard griffins. Okay. So we've got grape shot, hybrid, ard. All right. Oils. Do we get the hybrid? Insectoid, elemental, specter, hangman's venom, draconoid, relict, necrophage, auguroid, beast oil. Hybrid. Really? I only have the standard hybrid? Why do I only have the standard hybrid? Let's see. I actually have what I need to make this one. Okay. And, oh yeah, we need to make a grape shot. Grape shot! That's Dragon's Dream, Devil's Puff, Grape Shot.
Come on!
Dude, barrel, switch that. And that's the end of the fight. Geralt just would not switch weapons there, and I don't
His
understand
long
the
search for
lack of
Ciri led
transition.
Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Alright. Let me try this again, now that we're not in combat, and I can actually... So I need the arrow. Okay. It is the Albadero, right? Yep. Albadero! What am I missing? White gall, right? Okay, do I have what I need to make white gall? I do indeed. Albadero. Oils. Superior hybrid. These are all the mutagens. Yep. Alright. Inventory. We're gonna go with the superior hybrid oil. We're gonna go with grape shot.
Show me what you got.
See, when you have the right oils, the right bomb combinations, like, it makes those things so much easier to fight. I struggled with that. I was like, man, I'm getting my ass stomped. Well, it was because I wasn't taking it from a Witcher's perspective. You know? I was doing it from a gamer's perspective, and man, I just struggled with that. So I was like, you know what? No, we're gonna take a break, we're gonna rest, we'll come back at this later, do it on stream because this is a fun challenge. But no, it was just I simply I failed. Alright. So let's get down here. Alright. Where's my boat? That's not my boat, but I will take that boat. Where did my boat go? Where the hell am I at? Oh, okay. So that was the boat over there. This is where I'm at currently. Wow. Okay. Let's see. What's our inventory sitting at? Oh, hell. I got enough to go and hit both of these. But you know what? We're not going to do that, though. We're gonna be good kids. There's an awful lot of boats here. Three boats on this side, the one that I brought. Plus how many we have over on that shore. That's a lot of boats for only two dudes that were trying to kill each other. Alright, so we need to get right here. And then we're going to use the signpost that's here to offload everything in Toussaint because they have the better coin. And then, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go do some more missions. We got some islands to start clearing.
From this day on, my home is your home.
From this day on. Wait.
Heard Sarah's?
Wait. Oh yeah, I do know this place, don't I? Where is she? Tower out of nowhere. Lothar. Udvik. Halmar. So that one's for Halmar and Udvik. Use the Witcher sense, track bleedings away from the broken cart. Free spirit. Really? Where is... Oh, here it is. Where Ciri is. Where Cirrus is.
Nay, it is
Take
an
me with
honor
you.
to host.
I think it's this island that I'm supposed to be talking to her on, because I think she's inside here. And then if I remember correctly, that's a place of power. Anyways, let's clean up the inventory, shall we? should probably go pick up some more wine too while we're thinking on it.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
I almost wanted to go get Uma just to have this stop playing. Whee! All right, we made it. Run, Garrett. So, for those here,
You are the thing.
we did add a new bot to the Discord. That Discord bot, what it does now, the newest one that we added, it will update. It'll post whenever a Legion broadcaster posts a video or goes live on YouTube. So you'll get the Twitch notifications now, and you get their YouTube notifications. So that's a new feature that we've added to the Legion Discord.
You're back. So, how shall it be?
Pretty cool.
Will you help hunt down the Grandmaster diagrams? Those for Witcher armor.
And a big reason for that, the reason why I wanted to put that out there, is Twitch has this really bad habit of banning people, banning streamers, and not telling them why. Or it being like some obscure thing that doesn't actually violate the terms of service. Or if it does, it's something that everybody else does and never gets in trouble for. Like, they're really weird about it, and they're very inconsistent. So, at least with the YouTube notifications, like if a streamer from the Legion runs into an issue with Twitch, you can still get the notifications from them if they're on YouTube. Plan to get my YouTube up and running hopefully by this weekend. Yeah, currently my YouTube is just an archive. So like I'll upload the videos that we do here, the live streams, and I'll put them over there. That hopefully February, I'm thinking. Maybe a little bit earlier, we'll see. Because I'm getting some editing software for the company I'm starting. I'm doing that on the 12th. And when we get the editing software, then my son, who's going to be handling video editing for the company, he'll be able to go through and start messing with it, and we'll start getting some more like shorts and reels and things like that to be able to put out over on the YouTube channel too. So that'll be fun. And it's kind of like a test run too, so that way people can see the quality of work getting put out, and he can learn this new program, because he has his own program that he uses for his stuff, but it's a console program. It's not a PC program. And the one I'm getting on the 12th for the company is going to be a PC program, giving hopefully a more wider range of customization and creation options. So that's the objective. So we'll see how that goes.
What do you have on?
Alright, let's see. Doesn't level, so we're good. Oathbreaker armor. That armor actually looks kind of cool. Alright, let's sell everything! Alright, crafting, repair, done.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Good luck on the path. Roach just wandering around eating at all the trees. That's awesome.
I stalked. Welcome, please.
Oh boy. Now we're gonna come over to here. Don't need that. And I know those are worse than what I'm already running. Sell.
So long.
You shan't find anything better in all Toussaint.
I need to drop. All right. So we cleaned up the inventory. So now we're gonna go pick up some wine, and then get back over there to Skellige and keep doing missions, hitting those question marks, exploring the islands. And you know what? While we're here, now that I'm thinking on that too, we have a quest that we just have to turn in. We've actually finished it already. It's this one right here. And actually, we gotta do two things. We gotta turn this quest in, and then we gotta go and get our earnings from up here. Wham!
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
Okay, that's the bank. We will come back to that because that's an annoying quest. It's not. It's a good quest. It's a cool quest because it's annoying because it's so on the nose, you know. When you can
Nothing
when they
to see
put
here.
game
Move along.
missions in the game that are like, oh no, I can totally relate to that. We've been through that shit. That banking quest is one of those. And then like Fallout 76
Greetings,
is the
Knight.
DMV
My
quest.
most heartfelt
Man, that is so freaking annoying because it's so accurate. The DMV quest. If you guys have not seen the DMV quest, it is totally an amazing quest because it literally shows the idiocy and the bureaucracy that we have created in our societies. Like it's insane. I
Well,
guess
go
even though
in
we
peace,
cleared
Friend Knight.
those.
Fiddlesticks.
That's weird. We cleared those abandoned
Nothing
sites
to
and
see
stuff
here.
in those
Move
villagers.
along.
That we've rescued several villagers. So it's weird that they didn't just give us rewards for that. That guy's supposed to reward us for that. Oh well. Oh well. Let's go get our wine and go back to do some questing, shall we? This quest is on the way to our house.
Nice tune.
And we are shaved. Good, good, good. Run!
Take good care of yourselves.
Geralt, what of Vivian?
Managed to lift her curse.
Truly? So all will be well. Her troubles are done?
Asked me to give you a message. Said she's grateful. Thanks to you, she can live a normal life.
Good, good. But how does she fare?
Vivian
can't be
chose
honest
what
with
suited
her.
her
She told
best.
us not to be.
She's completely free now. And happy, I think.
Without me.
You helped her. But that doesn't mean she owes you her love. Got this bard friend, philosopher too, I guess, amateur. He'd say, if you love somebody, set them free.
Do you know what, Geralt? You earned your reward, so take it. But keep your advice to yourself. Adieu.
Like, I really want to stab that dude. Like, do you not understand what no means?
Witcher act
Creepy
always
ass
with
stalker. You're
reason.
supposed to be a freaking knight upholding the the chivalric codes of honor. And notice I said not chivalry, the chivalric codes. There is a difference. If you actually look at chivalry is pretty much on how to duel and kill each other, like between two nobles. It has nothing to do with how you treat other people. But the chivalric code, on the other hand, those actually have values and principles that knights are supposed to adhere to. And little creepy stalker dude there obviously didn't get that memo. Because he doesn't understand the word no and what that means. What town are you in? I am in the game or in real life? And how you doing, Lord Cream Pie? For those who don't know, Lord Cream Pie is a streamer. There we go. In the game. In the game I am in... Well, currently I'm at my house in Corvo Bianco Vineyard. Before that, I was in the tourney grounds. And the region we are in is the Duchy of Toussaint, which is the Blood and Wine DLC. So, that's where we're currently at. So, anyway, for those who haven't checked out his channel, go do so. I've seen them play World War Z, and then today they were actually fishing. They were fishing for several hours, caught a few fish and whatnot, and it was very relaxing and entertaining if you like outdoorsy stuff. So go ahead, click that link, hit the follow button. It's free, and they got some very entertaining stuff. You know, and if you're into the outdoorsy stuff, and I venture to say, a number of our community in the Legion are outdoorsy folks, his channel may appeal to you. It's something unique that the Legion doesn't currently offer, is the real-world outdoor filming. And they're also World War Z. Woo! So, hit those follow buttons, everybody. Gotcha. That's why I didn't recognize the area. I haven't played the DLC. Oh, yeah, I strongly recommend playing the DLCs. Blood and Wine specifically. The reason being is because of the customization armor options. Like the armor, for example, it's purple, right? School of the Cat's blue by default. This vineyard here is my vineyard. I own this vineyard. We've got the upgrade stuff. We've got customization features. If we go over here, this is the house. We've got ways to display our armor and our weapons. There's paintings on the walls that you can collect throughout the game and you can hang up there. There's the coat of arms. We've got a Geralt of Rivia. In fact, I think it's in my stash box. Let's see here. Can I run it yet? There it is. Geralt of Rivia's crossbow. So you get this crossbow, 300% attack power, and it has your name on it for doing the tournaments and winning, because there's a Knights tournament. So you get some really, really cool things by doing this questline. Also, it introduces... I don't have it on this character, but it gives you the Manticore School Witcher armor, which increases your bomb. It's basically, if you're alchemy and bomb heavy, go Manticore set. And then they give you the Viper School set as well. And the Viper School set doesn't have any bonuses, which is very disappointing. And then, and that's the armor set, not just the swords, the actual armor. And then it upgrades your weapons and armor, because it used to cap at Mastercrafted. Well, the Blood and Wine DLC added the Grand Mastercrafted, which is another level now altogether. And then adds like a 6-piece bonus set to each Witcher armor set, except for the Vipers. Thank you for the shout out. That's cool. You can have your own house in Witcher. I guess I'm gonna have to get the DLC now. Yeah, absolutely. You totally want to get the DLC. And then they also got some other cool things. Like, I'm not running them currently because I'm not high enough level. I'm gonna deposit that. But check this sword out. So this is the silver sword that I recommend everybody runs. You have to be a level 35 minimum to wield it. I'm gonna read this out here. Each blow generates charges, which increases the sword damage by 10%. Charges are lost over time or when receiving damage. A fully charged sword always deals critical hit damage. That's cool. Killing a foe with a fully loaded sword will expend its charge to permanently increase the weapon's damage. Damage is increased by 0 currently because I can't wield it, to a maximum of 310 bonus extra permanent damage. And then, to top it all off, it also increases along with your character level. So to get this, you have to go do the Blood and Wine DLC. You have to get into the Blood and Wine DLC. And as soon as you get to a place called the Cockatrice Inn, which is... You have to do a bandit fight in Velen. Get into Toussaint. Fight the Giant of Goliath, which is actually a Cyclops. And then after you fight the first Cyclops dude, you go to the investigating murder scene, and then you end up at an inn. Once you end up at the inn, the Cockatrice Inn, that's when you have free control of your character. When you have free control of your character... So the Cockatrice Inn is right here on the map, okay? In reference, the main city's here, okay? So the Cockatrice Inn. And if you come across all the way over here, you'll see this, like, lake. And then it's got a little island that's got its own private lake in the middle. As soon as you can move around freely, which will be at the Cockatrice Inn, you need to come immediately to here. Try not to die along the way. But when you get there, there's a hermit sitting in the middle of the small pond on the island. And you can walk on the water, and you can see the sword under the water. And he'll give you a quest. And you have to fulfill the 5 values. You have to be the example of those 5 values. And those 5 values are actually based... So what you go and do is, like, there's a kid that comes up to you and delivers a message to you, right? And it's from Yennefer. And it opens up a quest line. Well, the kid stands there and it says, and you can have the option to tell him, look, the postage has already been paid. What are you waiting for? Go away. Or you can give the kid more money, and then that counts as like the generosity, right? There's a monster fight you get into in the tournament in the very beginning of talking to the queen, right? And when you talk to her, or the empress, sorry, when you talk to her, you end up having to fight a monster, and then you have the choice to kill or spare the monster. If you spare the monster, that's the act of mercy. So then that fulfills that quest. There's 5 things you have to do. But when you've completed all 5, you have to come back to this island, fight the hermit, and then the Lady of the Lake, kind of like the King Arthur story, gives you the sword. And then it stays with you and it levels up with you, and you can bring it into your New Game Plus and stuff. It's really cool. Thank you for the shout. That's cool. How do you get it? It's great. It's been good, but oh, right. So, there's that sword. That's from the DLC. Now, with the next-gen console update that they did, there is 2 other changes they've made. I only have one of the swords to show you. Blade of the Bits. Do we remember Hirati, the blacksmith elf? He was a baker over in Novigrad. You go to him and he's like, oh yeah, you want some dumplings? I would like to get back to sword making, but I can't. And then you got to do like a whole series of freaking quests. And he's your grand master, he's your master crafter. So if you want the master crafted weapons, you need to have him unlocked, right? If you didn't have the DLC. And then he tells you he's going to craft you a blade that'll rival all others and put it to shame. And it's the Blade of Bits. And when you get the Blade of Bits, it's just like, well, that's super disappointing, you know? Like, that's crap. It's a garbage sword. But now, the sword is supposed to level with you. See, it says damage scales with character level. So that 202, 246 damage, I should put that away so you guys can see it again, huh? So the first sword I showed you guys was it's a silver sword. The sword I'm showing you right now is a steel sword. And it just does the 50% critical hit damage bonus. I mean, that's okay if you have a crit build, but the thing is the damage scales with the character level. So this is supposed to level up with you. It's one of the two swords. The other sword is the Winter Blade. I don't have it yet on this character, but Kraton Krak, the guy over in Skellige that's like, hey, help my kids. That guy, when you go to ask him for help with Ciri, he gives you a sword, right? And Geralt comments. He's like, wait a second. Is that Winter's Blade? I've heard legends of this sword. And then you get it, and it's like, it's a very underpowered sword. It's at the current level. And it does chill damage, I think is what it does. And it's just like, that's another disappointment. But for Geralt to make such a big deal of it the way he does, it was like, okay, so why is this sword so shitty? Well, they fixed it. So now that sword also levels with you. So, very cool new stuff. I am enjoying myself quite a bit with all the new updates and whatnot. I don't want to hit that one because I know what that's there. What do we got here? What do we got? You know what? Let's go down and knock these two things out, shall we?
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
The jagged blade is cool. Yeah, absolutely agree with that. Sweetie, you guys can ask me my wife tonight. Okay, awesome. If you want to join up with us tonight, you are more than welcome. Do you make money from your vineyard? That would be awesome. No, you don't make money from your vineyard. But the only thing, okay, there's two things you can do. Other than storing your stuff, the real benefits are. Show you this. There's not a way for me to do it, is there? There's not a way for us to do it. Alright, we'll fast travel back, I'll show you.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
Hey, Entity Critique, how's it going? Welcome in. How's your day? Okay. Did I go to the wrong place? I went to the wrong place.
Head positively whirling.
Wrong place. I went to Castle Ravioli. Alright, so there's a series of quests. There's there's a man and a woman, and they're fighting over the rights to bid on a vineyard. They each have 5 things that need to be fixed. You knock out all 5 things for the man, 5 things for the female. Then you find out there's another quest. You knock that out. So we're up to 11 things, right? And then they're allowed to bid on this vineyard. So they get the vineyard. And then there's 5 more quests. So now we're up to 16 things. So you've knocked out these 16 different things for these 2 people. And then what ends up happening is they go, okay, wait 3 days. So you rest 3 days or meditate for 3 days, and you come back, and then they give you a wine, and they let you name the wine, and they want to name it after you. You can call it White Wolf, Geralt of Rivia, or Butcher of Blaviken. And we called it white wine. We did a vote, we did a poll, and we got the white wine. The White Wolf as the name for the wine. And every few days, what ends up happening is they send me a shipment for the rest of the time that I'm playing on this playthrough. They send me a shipment of wine underneath my house. And it's always 5s, right? So there's another 5 White Wolf wines. So you could build it up so that you only have your White Wolf wine here as your healing mechanism, which is kind of cool, because then you can be like, oh no, I only drink stuff named after me, for role playing. Anyway, so the other thing is this house gives us the mutagen alchemy lab. Now, what does this do? It allows us to break down, like, for example, Wraith mutagens. I have 72 of them. In no universe am I going to use all 72 of these freaking mutagens. But they break down for lesser green mutagens. So this alchemy bench here allows me to break down monster mutagens for the base color mutagens, which I do use for crafting in the alchemy section, as well as to get the bonuses in the character building section. So this is a cool thing, because there's never enough red mutagens. Never. So this is a good way to break stuff down. The other thing the house provides is this bench. We're not going to talk about this bench right now, though. I will show you why that bench is important by going up here. Actually, I'll do that in a second. Show you another feature. We've got
Darn steadily. My
a garden.
Monsters are your captive.
So you get
is mine.
your own personal garden, right? That grows your herbs. Again, meditate, and it will replenish. Look at all these herbs.
Leave me to
Each
live
row
in peace.
is a different type of herb.
Vermentino and Coronata match. Who would have thunk?
And I say, hey,
So
what's
you got an
going
herb garden
on?
for all your alchemy needs, so you don't have to run around chasing down ingredients. At least not as many ingredients anymore, because the vast majority of them are grown here on your vineyard. So that's a plus. We upgraded the house to also be a set location that provides our armor workbench, our grinding wheel for upgrading our, doing the buffs for the weapon damage. And then that alchemy bench that I said we're not going to talk about, I'm going to show you. Here it is. It affects the bed. So when we go to the bed, we can now rest. I'm going to hide my camera real quick, Lord Cream Pie, so you can see this. So these are the new benefits that you get if you rest in your bed at your house, at your vineyard, in the Blood and Wine DLC. And you have to do the upgrades. You have to spend coin to get this. So for 120 minutes, my maximum vitality is increased by 1,000 points. For 60 minutes, I get a 5% bonus experience gain during combat. It doesn't specify monsters, non-humans, and humans, because trophies will distinguish between those. This doesn't do that. It's combat, period, regardless of what you're fighting. The Alchemy Laboratory. This is the table downstairs that I said I'm going to show you. This is what this one does. Bombs and potions gain an additional charge. So now if you can carry 3 bombs, rest in your bed, you can carry 4. If you don't want to meditate because you don't want all these other bonuses, which would be foolish, you can just go interact with the table directly. Next and final, the stables. Roach's stamina is increased by 100% for 60 minutes. Super, super important. And then when you read it, so if I meditate, it doesn't matter how long I meditate, as long as I meditate for at least 1 click mark, right? It'll light them up, and when it lights them up, it refreshes the buffs. And you can see them appearing in the top right there, where the health bar typically would be. So, bam! There we go. So, these are the benefits of having the house. You may not make crowns off of it, but man, the benefits that they give you are on point. And then my favorite and final one, Major Domo. Which Major Domo on the 12th, January 12th, on this channel, at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my wife is going to be broadcasting. I'm going to be in the room with her, but she is going to be broadcasting on this channel. She is going to be running the show, so to speak. And she's going to be doing a Gwent tutorial on the Skellige deck, because they added a new deck with the Blood and Wine DLC that wasn't in the base game. And Major Domo here.
Sir, we received a shipment of wine from the Belgard vineyard, I believe, with kind regards from Madame Matilda and Monsieur Liam. I had the barrels unloaded and stored in the cellar to the right of the entrance.
Thanks. Take a look when I have a moment.
Splendid. I was told to expect a subsequent delivery 5 days hence.
So every 5 days, we're going to get shipments of the wine. So, pretty cool. Anyways, here's the big one, Lord Cream Pie. Gwent. With Major
Up for
Domo.
a few rounds of Gwent, BB?
Oh, with great pleasure, sir. Ready?
And when my wife is doing the broadcast, she is going to be playing with Major Domo. So we can say, let's play, but
May the
here's
best
the
man
thing
win.
about Major
Do you wish
Domo.
to play against any particular faction, sir?
You can pick the faction that he plays with, or you can say surprise me. If you say surprise me, it'll be a random faction at a random difficulty. If you say do this, like say I want to play against, we'll say Northern Realms.
Play as the Northern Realms, will ya?
As you wish. Would you prefer I use my strongest deck or a weaker one?
So then you have the 3 different difficulty settings. So you can play weakest, middle of the road, or the strongest.
Feeling lucky today. Use your strongest.
At your service, sir. Well then, let us play.
And we're going to run my favorite deck, which is the Northern Realms deck as well. Because I'm not going to do anything with Skellige deck. I don't want to take that surprise away until my wife has had a chance to sit down with everybody. But yeah, you can play Gwent with this guy. I guess to practice your builds, or if you just want to veg out and play Gwent and you don't want to have to lose coin on everything, or bet coin on anything. It's another pretty cool thing. So let me get caught up here before we continue this. Because I am far behind with those explanations. First, I gotta stretch. Okay. My day's going good. How about you? I am doing fantastic, Edited Critique. Thank you for asking. Thank you for doing that shout out, Froggy Pate. Greatly appreciate it. Remember, Froggy Pate, he Edited Critique's YouTuber. So he's not a he's not on Twitch currently. Yeah. Yep. And let's see. That's cool. Did the bot work, by the way? I don't know. I put the bot in. Let's see. Yeah, so I've put the bot in, but the channels have not... They have not... Nobody's posted anything yet. Without anybody posting anything that are on the track channels, I can't answer on whether or not it's working currently. So, we shall see. We shall see, for sure. Okay, someone has to go live or upload a video so we can... Yeah. We will check it out. All right, so real quick, let's see. Let's get this hand done so we can get back into the fighting stuff. What is it? It's Rebirth, Mustard, Spy. And Spy is from highest to lowest. So, we're going to go with the Muster card because we don't have a Rebirth. So, go with the Muster. Bring Roach out. And again, if anybody's got any questions on how to get certain cards, let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. So, now we go Spy. We go highest to lowest, in case they decoy them and send it back, right? Give you some more spies over there. Okay, still no rebirth. Alright. So he's used the Commander Horn and his leader ability. Let's go ahead and take that big spy off the table. Send it. All right. You know what, bud? I will absolutely take that card from you because I want my cow card. I still didn't get my cow card. That's fine. All right. So we need 11 points. If I go 4 and 4, that's 8 and 16. So let's do that. 1, 2. Bam. Done. And I'm still 2 cards ahead of him. Plus I get the draw. There's my rebirth card. A little late. But I guess better than never, right? For sure. Oh, right. Well, we'll throw it out there just to get it out of the hand, I guess. Alright, so let's send the big heroes out. That way they can't actually hurt anything with weather or scorch cards or any of that stuff. Oh, you're gonna do it. Yes. You should totally do that. Yes. Throw the other one. Throw the other one. Throw the other catapult. You know you want to. They don't have the other catapult. It looks like they don't have a medic either. Yeah, they didn't have a medic either. Wow. Well, I don't need to clear the weather, but we're going to clear the weather because it's entertaining for me. All right, let's send everything we got now. We're gonna go with this guy. Follow it up with this guy. Bam. Followed it up with this guy. So yeah, Major Domo allows you to select the decks you want.
Congratulates you on your victory.
And
Maybe later.
As you wish, sir.
let's get out of here.
Thanks.
So yeah, Major Domo, you can select whatever cards deck that you want to play against and the difficulty level, or you can just let them straight up surprise you. So, very entertaining and probably my favorite aspect of the game, of the DLC part. Now, the other fun thing that many people may not know, do you see that shelf with those 2 stands? You can place trophies here. There's 3 trophies. There's a racing trophy, there's a fist fighting trophy, and there's a Gwent trophy. So you can actually win all 3 trophies and then turn around and put them on display in your house. So pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, let's get it back out of here. Oh, question marks, oh, question marks. Where are you? Question marks. There we are.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
So, let's clear up some of these question marks. We got 2 on this island. So let's go knock those out. Run! Abandoned site cleared. Alright, let's go loot our fancy war spoils. War spoils? Don't you mean your pellets?
Let me hold you,
The
sir.
ingredients? Yeah, that's what I said, war spoils. But if you didn't find it. Listen, did I kill it? Yes. Did it try to kill me? Yes. Okay. It was a battle, it was a war. Bam! Alright, let's see. We got one more question mark over here. Ooh, it's another abandoned site. Let's do this. Wait a second. I don't see enemies. Why is this place abandoned? Oh, harpies. Well, now we know why it was abandoned. Freaking harpies picking up everybody and dropping them. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. You know, that's got to be one of the most stressful ways to be killed, right? Because think about that. People panic when they get picked up. So, like, if this flying monster, like a harpy or something, were to pick you up, most people are going to panic and like, no, let me down, right? Well, the harpy's going to oblige, or like lose its grip because you're struggling, right? And then what happens? Well, then you fall, and then it's like, oh shit, no, pick me back up, pick me back up. So it's like, make a line, man. That would be so stressful. I am so glad that the harpies aren't real, because I am terrified of heights. But I also just, like, I can't back down from a good fight. I would want to fight them. Just to say that I did it, you know? Okay, so the fact that that didn't clear it means that there is still more enemies. Oh, you're inside. You go inside. That's funny. Level 32. Alright, let's get in there.
Ow!
I want my monster loot. Wow, apparently there's no monster loot to be had with that particular harpy. Now the harpies, the reason I like the harpies is because their eggs that you can get off of them break down for like monster feathers and stuff like that. But
I think you...
Thanks,
like,
Peter Freya,
you
for
take
saying
an ingredient
that.
that their eggs break down into, and you can break that down again and get monster tissue. And the powdered
Now here's
monster
a
tissue.
man.
The monster
my
tissue
dad's off fighting
that you
the
end
like
up
my
getting
for nothing.
is actually used in crafting witcher armor.
Need more time in the Isles. Build your fortitude.
Vagabond. We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
How are you guys gonna call me a vagabond when I just liberated your village so you could reoccupy it? I don't know. You guys seem a little bit. All right. I think that's a race, but we're gonna double check. But I'm pretty sure it's a race. And if it's a race, we're gonna ignore it. The only racing that I'm really like focused on doing or willing to do is the DLC one in Blood and Wine. Now the reason for that is because all the racing stuff gives you is mounts. It's stuff for your mount, right? So like saddles, saddlebags, horse blinders, stuff like that.
Oh.
But we're rocking the DLC from Blood and Wine horse
Turns
gear,
out they spoke the
which
truth about
means
you.
we are already far superior in equipment than what we're gonna get from any of the races. Now the DLC race, on the other hand, we get a trophy for. So,
Swords on his back.
yeah, she's,
What'll they think of next?
she gives us a race. We're not gonna do a race. So getting the trophy, that's something we're definitely going to be pursuing. We definitely want to do that. Let's see here. We need to bring the stolen horn back. And this island is now clear. We'll start from the bottom and go up.
I wanted to surprise you, but since you ask, Ram's here.
Greetings, traveler.
Man.
Got back your stolen horn, and
That's
I
right, we did.
killed the thieves.
Shame that. They weren't evil men.
Didn't give me a choice. Where's my reward?
Take it. And next time, slay some damn monsters.
Listen, bro. Don't get mad because I recovered your stuff from the bandits that you failed to recover your own and ask for help about, okay? That's not cool, man. It's not cool. I just did you a favor. The nil thing looks like the next one, huh? Oh. Yeah, we should probably do that one.
Peter after he violated.
Run! We're gonna get some of these more. On top of the question marks, we're also gonna do the Skellige quests and stuff. So we got a number of them that we've either completed or picked up and need to complete. So definitely want to get some of that stuff knocked out. Ooh, perfect. Almost.
Uh-oh.
Damn the dogs, you don't look like one to haggle.
You of Clan Brockvar?
True and blue, bred and born.
Think I found something might belong to you and your kin. Cargo from a longship that wrecked north of Ardskellig.
Ach, the Heimdall's wrath must be. Sailed out to raid the continent's coast. Must be a month now, never came back. But listen, you happen across a sword among the wreckage. Decorated, ornate. Belonged to the captain. His kin would surely want it back.
Yeah, I found it. Glad to give it back, provided the finder's fee is fair.
Naturally. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Thanks. Hurry, and you might be able to recover the rest of the cargo.
We'll do just that. I've folk to round up, but thanks for bringing the news to us.
Don't mention it. So long.
All right. Woo! That's the second quest down.
Devil.
Let's see here. What else we got? Let's go do this one. News Cave, ask around the new port, Uvik, yep. Yep. Gaspras, Southern Isle of Skellige. Look for the sword, use your Windsor sense, gather books. I wonder, does this actually give me a quest marker?
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
Alright. Well, let's go do it. It doesn't actually give us a marker. It gives us the marker where the guy is, and that's it.
You're not that
Drink
stupid.
last.
Alright, let's get turned around. Do it. Turn.
Mind if I interrupt?
Nay. My prayers are in vain anyways.
Here you're having trouble with a curse.
I am. Look, see it lying there. The horse head on the pole. That's
a nithing. Kind of curse. Seen this before. They're nothing to scoff at. Can bring misfortune, even death.
Aye, and the name carved upon it is Tialva, my firstborn. Boy's feverish, grows weaker by the day. I fear I'll bury him before the next moon. Tried to lift the curse myself, but no luck.
I can help you, one of two ways. First, I can try to convince whoever put up the nithing to lift the curse themselves. Second, I can deflect the curse back on whoever cast it by writing their name on the shaft. Either way, need to know who's behind this.
But I don't trouble no one. Don't know a soul who'd wish it upon me.
Guess I gotta investigate.
Woo! No cure for trouble like a witcher.
So this quest here, for those who have not done it, there's a saying. Hell have no fury like a
A
woman's
nithing. A powerful curse. Name carved on the shaft. Tialva, son of Lothar. Trails fresh. Might want to look around some.
So, that's what this quest is basically the epitome of, is hell have no fury like a woman.
What is this?
So let's go deal with
Woman's shawl. Distinctive pattern. Distinctive smell.
Come on, Geralt. I need you to move, bud. There you go. Alright, so we're gonna follow the scent trail. Alright, let's get over there. Let's get on down to the town. I'll never understand people who do this shit.
Foreigner.
Too many scents. Can't follow my nose any further. Need to ask around about the shawl.
I could have married a continental man.
Well, my dad's off fighting the black ones.
What?
Like it here.
Didn't see their son
Uncle
half
said
a year,
folk
but
on the
what
continent
budgets?
got heads like
Aye? What's it you need?
Any chance you know who wore this shawl?
Course. Yona, our herbalist. Lives there, in that hut. Oh, she'll be pleased you found it for her.
Yeah, real pleased.
So,
The sorceress, Yennefer,
yeah,
right?
I don't
Well, my dad's off fighting
understand
the black
the
ones.
behavior. Like, what are you trying to accomplish by doing this? So check this out.
Found your shawl near Lothar's house by the knithing you put up there.
How did you know?
Had a hunch. Thanks for confirming it. You know Tjalva's got one foot in the grave.
Good. That bastard should never have been born. Me, I was to be Lothar's bride, but he cast me aside for that flounder. Getting his comeuppance now. Him and that whole ploughing family.
You'd kill a child out of jealousy? Are you serious?
Tis not jealousy, but dignity that matters here. 10 years we lived side by side. 10 years. I cooked for him, washed his breeches, shared me bed. And he abandoned me with nary a word. Whole village laughed. Stupid bint Yona let herself be had. Oh no, I have not been had. Nor have I forgot.
Want you to lift the curse. I mean it.
Fine, I'll do it. But I've my terms. Lothar's to renounce his son and come back to me.
I'll be sure to tell him. But I think we both know what his answer will be.
So, like,
uh-oh.
You are putting a curse to kill this man's child. This man's firstborn and only son. Right? Because he's no longer interested in being with you. And you'll say you'll not kill his son and his only child on the condition that he abandons his child and the mother of his child to go back to sleeping with you. You know that he's not interested in doing that, right? And even if he agrees to your terms, you know he's always going to remember that and hold that against you, right? And you know that he is going to want nothing to do with positive things when it comes to you and being in your life, right? Like, he's never going to forgive you. He'll probably end up killing you over this. And you still want it. It's like, listen, if somebody's not interested, fuck off. Go away. Leave them alone. No means no. Don't threaten to do violence and harm to people, to the person that's rejecting you or denying you, or to their families and loved ones. If they're not interested, you threatening them isn't going to change the fact that they're still not interested. You know? Yes, they may agree to your terms, but they're still not interested. They're just doing it to save people they care about. It still doesn't change the fact they are no longer interested. In fact, you've probably made the situation worse and more volatile. I do not understand why people do that shit. Like, oh, well, she likes this guy, so I'm gonna go beat him up. You know, that's the stereotypic dude thing, right? Like, oh, this girl you like left you, or is interested in somebody else, so you go beat them up to prove you're a bigger, better man. It's like, listen, if she was interested, she'd be interested. If you have to go through that, she's not interested, so stay the fuck away. All you're doing is making her hate you more. Same situation here. it's the female instead of the male being the ass. It's like, man, no means no. Damn it. Besides, you know, I would think people would not be as interested if. Okay, so, don't you want somebody? If you're gonna be with somebody romantically, don't you want them to want to be with you rather than being forced to be with you? That to me seems like a far more appealing option. And threatening to murder or trying to kill people they care about isn't the way to do it.
Witcher. So, you know who placed the knifing?
Old friend of yours, Yona.
I might have guessed. Jealous bitch! Can't stand to see others happy. So, will she lift the curse?
Yeah, sure. All you gotta do is renounce your family and go back to her.
Nay. Never! My wife, my son. I'd strip them of honor. Condemn them to poverty. You've got to break the spell, Witcher. Let her die!
Hello, Scareborne. How are you doing today? Hey, Sarah Bear. Welcome in. Welcome in. How's your day? So far, it's going pretty good on this side. We got that YouTube bot up and running. Let me see here. Let me double check. Let's see, did I get your information on there? Yeah. So, Sarah Brown, whenever you get a chance, I just need your YouTube channel so I can add it to the bot. The bot will put notifications out. It's supposed to. Nobody's done anything yet since I set the bot up, obviously. But it's supposed to put out notifications of when you upload a video or when you go live on YouTube. So it's a nice little backup safety for the Legion broadcast team. You know, in case Twitch decides to do one of their indiscriminate and inconsistent bans that they do, that we read about in the news all the time. At least I keep up with the Twitch news. So it's a very common issue, and it was like, no. We need to make sure that there is backups in place so the community always has access to the broadcast team whenever we're doing content. So that's why I was very pleased when Edited Critique was able to find a bot for us, because the only bots I've even able to find were ones that only would notify about the server owner, not about anybody else. So Edited Critique brought this one to my attention. I looked it over. It looks good. We'll have to wait and see if it actually works the way it's advertised. But, yeah. So, it's a nice little safety for everybody. Doing okay today, a little under the weather. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're drinking plenty of fluids. You know, maybe getting some rest. Get some comfort food, right? There you go. Get yourself a nice, warm, snuggle blanket, right? Like a throw or a fleece blanket or something. Maybe a hoodie and some sweats, and you know, get some comfort food gathered around, and get your plenty of liquids, you know, like water, Propel, Gatorade, things with electrolytes and help with hydrations, right? And then like find your favorite show and just veg out and binge watch it until you feel better. How's it going? Hey, Led Devil, welcome in, welcome in. You sent me the link to the YouTube channel. Outstanding, thank you. And we'll get that set up immediately. Copy, subscribed. Pew, pew, pew. And there we go. Yours has been added to the list as well. Outstanding. So there we go. So now if you upload a video or you go live on YouTube, the bot should send a notification, in theory. That's what it's supposed to do. So I know I'm just using my YouTube currently as an archive, but it's nice, you know, in case anything happens to any of the streamers on the broadcast team, to be able to go, hey, the community is still going to be notified if you go live on another platform, you know? I like to have safeties and backups in place for everybody. So, yeah. And thank you for doing that shout out. I was about to actually go and do that. So thank you very much, Froggy Pate. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Scareborne, again, you hear me talk about it all the time. That perfect day, the ending, yeah, it's at the Bear Cave. Okay, go to the Bear Cave. Hit those follow buttons. It's free. Do it. Amazing variety streamer. In fact, the last time I saw her playing, it was the Division. It was the first Division game. She does a variety of games. She does the Assassin's Creed, the Elder Scrolls, you know, Mass Effect, Skyrim. Huge Doctor Who fan as well. So if you guys are Doctor Who fans, you should go over to the channel and check out the emotes and like the sound and image notifications that she has that pop up throughout her channel. She like, if you're a Doctor Who fan, you are going to find so much cool stuff over on her channel. So definitely hit those follow buttons and go check it out, okay? Let's see. I will be working on my first video this weekend to post to YouTube. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, see, I've been using it as an archival dump, so I've been like uploading all my broadcasts and putting them over there. And then on the 12th, I'm getting the video editing software for the computer. And my son, because he does a lot of his own editing, and he's using a far more restricted program that's on a console. So he'll be having access to that, and he'll be using my content as a way of checking out the new features of this new program, making sure it's the program that we want to move forward with for using for the company that we're going to be starting up. And then once we get that all figured out, then he's got to do the scheduling, because, you know, he works a full-time job. He's a busy guy. He has his own YouTube channel, and, you know, he has his kids, so he's a busy guy. But so he's got to figure out the pace and the workload that he can take for the editing videos, because he wants to offer that. It's part of the company services that we're going to be offering, and he'll take care of like video editing or making like shorts and clips and stuff like that for people, for social media influencers. So basically, it would be like you would send him like your video content. So like these uploads, like for my YouTube's, my Twitch broadcasts, I would send him like the full video, right? And then he would go through it and figure out what pieces to clip based on what I'm looking for as the streamer, of what type of clips I want as far as for my brand or my image. And then he would make those. That's what he's going to be doing, and that's what the program is going to be offering for us. And then once he's getting all that figured out, he's got to figure out how many clients, right, or how many jobs he can take on and still meet deadlines without burning himself out. So once we get all of that stuff offered, or figured out rather, then that'll be another service that we can go, here you go, here's the service we offer, here's examples of the work quality that is being performed. And it'll be really fun and entertaining. But because like me personally, I don't understand enough of the tech side of the house to be an effective YouTuber at this stage of the game. So this hopefully will work out and be able to be a great benefit to the entire Legion, because the Legion broadcast team is the first people that I'm gonna, once the company stuff is up and running, the Legion broadcast team is the first people that the services are going to be available to. Doesn't mean you guys have to take advantage of them by any means, because it's all personal choices. But the Legion broadcast team will be the first that are given the option before we open it up to people outside of the Legion. So it's a project that's underway currently. Let's see. Headed home, will be lurking. Outstanding. Thank you for the lurker. Greatly appreciated. The Devil, doing good. Hope you're doing well. I am doing fantastically. Thank you for being here. I would do that, but most of my videos, because of music, I use, even though I use royalty-free music. Yeah, I don't like. I wish they had better programming or more involved with the way that they handle that, because I've been dinged on YouTube for things that I know for a fact are royalty-free as well. You know, and it's just like, but they don't give you the option to dispute it, because they're like, oh, well, our program said that it's this song. It's like, the hell, it's that song. I looked up that song you claim it is. It's not that song. Like, this is a completely different song over here. They don't even sound similar, right? But YouTube doesn't give you the option to dispute it when it's a false claim. Or when it's a mistake, right? When it's like, no, that's not what you think it is. You know? So, I haven't figured out a workaround on that yet. I'd have to talk to my son. My son keeps up with all the YouTube stuff. He because that's what he does. He's a YouTuber, so he knows like the certain restrictions on where to find, and websites and stuff, to find truly royalty-free stuff. But yeah, I have that same issue. In fact, that's why I had turned my sounds off on this for a little bit, and then switch over to removing the music altogether. And then, funny enough, Twitch just dinged me for Dusty Dude's radio channel. Like, yesterday I just got the notifications that they muted my videos. They hadn't muted them all the way up until then, and that was what, almost 2 months ago. Yeah, YouTube, I couldn't put anything from the Fallout stuff that didn't get muted immediately. So, totally get that frustration. And yeah, we're killing this girl because, I'm sorry, you don't kill a child because you want your lover back. That's not cool.
You might deserve to be punished, but not this way. Fine, I'll do it.
Thanks be to the gods.
Don't bring the gods into it. This is between two human beings.
I mostly use Harris Heller and all his
with the Ice Giant.
Yeah, you know, Harris Heller, I really enjoy the content that he puts out. And yeah, I use the same. I've used his program before.
J-O-N-N-A.
His website.
May it be quick and painless.
Alright, let's fix this.
So? Did it work?
It did. Your son should recover soon. And Yona will die.
Thanks, Witcher. 1,000 times over. My son's dearest of all to me. I couldn't abide it if he'd died. Your reward. Will you eat with us before moving onward?
No. Not in the mood.
No cure for trouble like a Witcher.
Is his son inside? Never actually looked.
A Witcher?
Yep. His son is in there. Yeah, man, like that. That was an awful like, that's an awful person to do shit like that to a child out of jealousy. Alright, look for the thieves' cat near the obelisk. Let's go, George.
There's truth.
Let me know when you get back there, Sarah. Matter of fact, what is... I know I have it saved. Guys out. So let's get around here. Run! was like, man, I know I have this saved somewhere. Because I download his files to use them. It was one of the rock intros that I used to use. Yeah, that's what it was. Stream beats. You know, I wonder how expensive it would be to like contact
and whichever one of you will get
one of these groups that like own some of the more popular music and be like, hey, how much would it cost to have the legal right to use your video for to use your song for monetization on my channel, right? Like, hey, I want to use part of your song as an intro or something like that, part of your song as a background or a break screen or something like that. I wonder if companies would be willing to do that, like allow you the rights to do that and still profit from whatever your content is, plus be able to, we gotta go to the old forks. Jeez. So they ding you for Fallout stuff, but nothing else. They dinged me for Fallout stuff. They also dinged me for... You know what? Let's go up here. I get dinged for Fallout stuff. Everything I do Fallout. Hell, the main menu music, I get dinged for that over on YouTube. Whenever, like, I used to have the Rick Rolled sound emote. Hello, darkness, my old friend. This is the end of the world as we know it. Like, I used to have all of that stuff on our on the channel here for you guys, but that stuff always hit copyright violations on the videos if I put them on YouTube. And then the other thing that was happening, like the Simon and Garfunkel Sound of Silence, the Hello Darkness, my old friend, that is actually, it caused my video to get restricted in certain countries because of that song. So yeah, no, it's not just Fallout. It's the sound stuff, the sound bites that we were using. Yep.
Grand those swords, but I prefer me trusty axe.
Got me eye on you.
What are you guys doing? You guys are weird. All right, we'll leave you to it then, buds. But, so there's those I get dinged for. I haven't got dinged for anything on Witcher yet. And... Yeah, no, I don't think I've gotten dinged. Oh, when I was running Spotify in the background, when I used to do the Spotify as the background music, everything except for the tropical instrumental music, everything except for those, YouTube would ding me on as well. In fact, I've gotten dinged on some royalty-free music that I've tried to use as well. But again, there's not a good way to dispute the claim with Fallout with YouTube, simply because they don't allow you to go, listen, that the thing you're claiming is the song is not the song. Your program is mistaken, because it's not a person that sits there and listens to the songs and goes, oh, this is that. This is a violation. It's a program that's designed to look for certain inconsistencies or consistencies or patterns, and when it picks up on these things, then it will determine what does it sound like. Is this copyrighted or whatever, and then it'll just assume that that's what it is. These are some angry ghosts, and they're carrying wild hunt stuff. That's interesting, right? Like,
Blood in the Abbot.
why is the ghost carrying wild hunt stuff? That sucks. Oh yeah, absolutely. It absolutely sucks because I would like to have music playing for you guys in the background for, you know, the in-between times when I'm maybe like in an intense fight, or we're doing a building, or we're playing cards, or I'm just traveling to the next destination. You know, I would like to have music for you guys to like chill to while we're gaming and hanging out. But YouTube dings everything, and I haven't quite figured it out because I'm technologically challenged. And I have the YouTube videos that have been shared with me. I have the understanding of like how to get to the parts that they're talking about to change what audio tracks are recorded on where. But I'm having trouble understanding how to assign what sounds to what audio tracks on OBS. Because I know there's people that play, you know, like modern hits on their streams, right? Like there's people that play in modern music, there's people playing things like AC/DC and stuff like that, and it's like, well, that would be fantastic to do for you guys. Put a channel point thing in there, right? Where, hey, you can request a song and I'll put it on for you. That would be fantastic. But I can't figure out how to assign the audio tracks to different audio tracks in OBS so that it doesn't record the music on the VOD save file that I upload to YouTube. So, as a result, we don't have music currently. But we will in the future, because I do plan on addressing that later on. It's not a super high priority currently, because I've got other things that I feel are more important to present to the community here for you guys to be able to enjoy, or that's going to help the broadcast team be able to provide a better enjoyment or a better experience that maybe our viewers are looking for. And we can't go in there. Aha! So, this is part of the quest, obviously. This must be part of Ciri's quest. Hey, listen. Boom. I wish I still had a computer I would record tracks on. Me and the drummer from my old band would record stuff for you to use for free. That would be super cool. But, yeah. It would definitely be super cool. Just, I don't have the technological know-how to do a lot of the stuff that a good streamer should know how to do. But I do know how to correct it, so that's a plus. And honestly, I would like to be able to go, hey, Legion has its own fucking music. Here we go. Here's the artists we use, or here's the performers we use, or whatever. They can do custom stuff. They can do whatever as far as creating stuff for the individual channels. I think that would be a super cool thing to offer. Is it gonna happen? Not anytime soon. But yeah, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. That's a cool idea. Eventually, because I got to piecemeal the company, obviously, because starting companies is super expensive. But one of the things that eventually the company is basically going to be striving for and to be able to eventually become is a one-stop shop for all social media influencers' needs. You need videos, you need music, you need artwork, you need whatever, we got you. You know. So, I'm excited for it, but it's going to take time, and I'm aware of that. And the only reason it's going to take time is because of financial limitations. Yeah, I'm kind of technologically challenged as well. Yeah, Yeah, I find a lot of folks are not as tech savvy as we would like to be, you know? Nope, Geralt. We're not sliding down this mountain. No, we are not, good sir. We're climbing it. Scaling the mountain. Do it, Geralt. I know you want to. Alright, so that's one of the 2 question marks. There's a second question mark over here, too. And I think to access both of them, if I remember correctly, I actually have to go... There's a cove over here that I should be accessing from the opposite side. But the cove... The cove actually allows us to get inside all these underground locations. It's like an entry point. I am in the process of building my first PC and I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, see, things I just would not do. That would definitely be one of those, like, I would want to feel more comfortable with the understanding of how it all works before I would attempt an undertaking of that nature, just because I know how expensive A, building computers is, and B, not only how expensive they are to build, but like then keeping up with all the software and hardware updates. Ooh, don't you die, Geralt! Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. I have no control. I can't stop. There we go. No! Geralt! I really hate that you have no control over the slide. That irritates me so much. Because we are stuck in here now. That's why I have an Xbox. I would be lost building a computer. Yep. Facts. I am the same way. I run Xbox because... So the reason I choose Xbox gaming over PC gaming is 2 parts. First, to truly keep up with PC gaming, if I remember correctly, I had a professional gamer explain this to me. You know, one that actually does companies give them the beta stuff to like go through and test, and they also involve themselves with like competition gaming and shit, right? Like these guys, they're like, yeah, no, every 6 months I think is what they explained. You have to do, you're gonna be buying an upgrade hardware, not software, hardware, for graphics cards and sound cards. And then you're gonna have to constantly upgrade your RAM. And it's just like, good God, to keep up with the gaming industry on PC, you seriously have to have some money to do it. Or truly understand how to keep up, like, do all the building stuff yourself so it's cost efficient. Because outside of doing it those ways, like, it's stupidly expensive just because of how frequently they come up with, hey, these graphics perform better now. And then the video games are like, oh, hey, we pushed the limits again with performance and quality, so you're going to have to go and get the new upgrades in order to confidently perform this without lag. You know, and it's just like, no. If I get an Xbox, I don't have to deal with any of that. I can just get an Xbox, and I know that every single game, no matter how far down the road it is, that they make for that Xbox can perform it at peak efficiency, and I don't have to switch out hardware. You know, so that's really why I stick with the Xbox gaming. That's the first reason. The second reason I avoid the PC gaming is because of the type of games that I like to play on PC. The type of games I like to play on PC are not the type of games that people are gonna find entertaining to watch. And it's grand strategy games. I love playing grand strategy games. But good God, are they boring to watch? And I'm aware of that. And, you know, I try to be conscious, like, yes, I play games that I enjoy on Twitch for you guys. But the flip side is I also try to be conscious of the type of games that I'm playing to make sure that they're not dreadfully boring and dull for you guys, you know, because I want you guys to enjoy what you guys are watching. I know that a lot of you guys are here because you support me as a streamer, which I greatly appreciate, but I want to at least try to make sure that I'm providing somewhat of entertaining content for you guys, or content you guys are genuinely interested in watching. And grand strategy games are, I mean, if I'm wrong, please correct me. Please, 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 absolutely. But to me, it's just grand strategy games don't seem like an entertaining option to as a viewer. You know, playing them, that's one thing, but viewing them, that's different. But if you guys want grand strategy games, if you guys are interested in those, I would absolutely play them. And if you guys don't know what a grand strategy game is, let me know and I'll be happy to explain it. But they are absolutely some of my favorite games ever. My husband built my PC. He watched a lot of YouTube and started out with a pre-built one and then just upgraded on. See, that's a good idea too. That seems more cost efficient. Start with one that you know works, and then like brush up on your knowledge, and then upgrade it piece by piece.
Hey, here.
Like,
a Witcher! Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's
Oh. And then what?
Then nothing. Never you mind. This here's a job for a Witcher.
As you wish.
What's the problem?
A beast. It attacked me and my comrade.
We'll gut the fucker.
Aye, but not us. The Witcher.
Why bother the witch man? Like as not it were a pack of wolves. But they got you so afeard you shat yourself in sword spectres. Let me round up a few sturdy lads and we'll...
Won't be needed. The Witcher'll help, right? You shan't let us down.
Feral folk, dumb as stumps.
Oh, Sarah Bear, now that you're back, Harris Heller, have you checked out any of his YouTube stuff? Like, I really enjoy his YouTube videos because a lot of his YouTube videos are like, consists of him telling people how to improve their streaming product, right? I find him very useful as far as the information he puts out and the suggestions he makes as far as equipment, setups, do's and do-nots, things like that. And honestly, he's quite charismatic, so he's enjoyable to listen to. So it makes it easier for me to be receptive of the information if I'm not immediately annoyed by the person's voice or delivery, right? Like, I downloaded a H.P. Lovecraft book on Audible, and I tried listening to it because I'm an H.P. Lovecraft fan. This dude, I swear to God, he talked exactly like William Shatner. But, you know how William Shatner talks down, right? Like, he starts high, and then he goes down. This narrator was doing the opposite. They would start here, and then they go up. But they would talk in that same rhythmic pattern that William Shatner does, and they would always end in a high note on every single sentence. I was like, okay, I can't do this. Oh. So it's like, even though I enjoy the content, the narrator's voice was just so awful that I couldn't finish the content because that voice drives me insane, man. It's like, H.P. Lovecraft should not be read in that, and a William Shatner high voice. No, I don't really watch that stuff, but my husband does. He watches all kinds of stuff on... See? Yeah, see that? Definitely a good idea. It's definitely good content over there. Like, he's a very good source, so that's pretty cool that your husband's doing all that.
Fine. What's this about? Tell me.
Me and my mate were on our way here to Fyrsdal with a cart full of hides. Suddenly we heard a screech. Our horse got spooked, started kicking, and then monsters jumped out of the bushes. My mate drew the short straw. They got him first. By some miracle, I managed to get away.
What kind of monsters?
Neckhooks, no doubt about it.
What?
You know, sharp claws, animal skulls on their heads, attacking swarms.
Neckers?
Yeah, neckers! Near 20 of them. So will you help? Will you kill the bastards? That road needs to be clear. Aim to travel it again soon.
I'll help you.
Grand! Knew a Witcher wouldn't let me down. Not like some waffly prick from Clan Drumdund.
Or Clan Drummond.
Good luck, Witcher. Fare you well.
Wait. Where should I look for you?
What?
Once I finish, where will I find you?
Oh, aye. Here. Meaning in the tavern nearby. I'll await you there.
Fine. See ya.
Those swords, but I prefer
All right.
my trusty axe.
So we picked it up. But it didn't trigger the quest. Interesting. Do you see that? Like, we didn't get a notification of picking up the new quest. That's strange. Strange indeed.
Leave me be.
And we can't investigate. Why can't we investigate?
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh?
Oh, a
Here
witcher.
we go. This is the guy that gives us
You're
the
about the
items.
dragon, I reckon.
Tell me about this dragon. What's it look like, for instance?
You don't know? What kind of monster slayer are ye? It's got scales, wings, claws. A dragon's a dragon. No point gabbing. Just go kill it, for it makes more corpses.
Witchers don't usually kill dragons, but I'll look into it. You said something about victims, right?
2 brothers, Askell and Nillis, went out to hunt. Turned into prey. Wounds so horrible, even I went weak in the knees when they brought them in. And I've seen my share of bloody harm. Been on 32 raids, from Povus to the mountains.
Fascinating story, I'm sure, but I'm more interested in these wounds. Can you describe them?
Look for yourself. Family's only now preparing the boy's funeral. Their corpses still lie in their home, at the village's northern end. But treat the bodies with respect, mind ye, as tradition demands.
You know, that's one of those, like, convenient...
Ever fight a dragon?
People only concerned with
Beware the bandits that lurk
people
in the
respecting
hiding.
Something was tearing me
the
apart
fallen
from
sad
inside.
when it's of a benefit to them.
Warriors from
I noticed that in
Barony.
Afghanistan. Like, we were told as United States soldiers, hey, look, if we find an enemy combatant remains or locals remains or something to that effect, right? It was... We had to learn their religion, we had to learn their culture, and it was just like, listen, they have to have the body because they have to bury the body within this many days of the person being deceased. You always have to respect that, right? So it was like, okay, so we had to make sure that we were doing these things and following these things to respect their traditions and their culture and their faith. But then we would turn around and we would have the enemy using remains of people for freaking ambushes and bombs and stuff, and it was just like, so you're gonna get mad at us if we disrespect the remains, but you're gonna turn around and weaponize those same exact remains to kill more of us, and that's okay because you guys are doing it, right? Because you're locals and you're doing it. It's okay then. It's like, no. Either we're all gonna respect this or nobody's respecting it. That's the rules, you know. That's how I think it should be. Yeah, that bugged the shit out of me. They would do that all the time.
priestess is a terrible cross.
Double standards, man.
You and the sorcerer.
Be consistent. If you have rules, follow the rules. If you want others to follow them too, you know?
Well, well, another come to gawk at the dragon's victims. Perhaps I should start charging for the pleasure.
Perhaps. I wouldn't pay you, though. See enough corpses in my line of work. I'm a witcher. Here because I took the contract for that dragon of yours.
Oh, forgive me. I didn't know. How can I help?
Where were the bodies found?
In the glade past the river. The lads, they liked that place since they were tykes. They'd go there to catch hares.
Might not be easy for you, but I have to look at their injuries.
At least you asked me permission, not like the others. If it'll help you kill the beast, fine. Do as you will.
That's everything for now. Thanks for your help. And I promise to avenge them.
Hey, Mom. Thank you for the lurk. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you're having a wonderful
Claw
day.
marks, bite marks, but no fire damage. Interesting.
Claw marks and bite marks. So he lost his feet at the ankles, looks like. And then this dude just lost an arm. Okay, so that arm, yeah, he's gonna bleed out from that. Loosen the feet. It depends, because if you look at the legs, the calves below the knees, he's got straps there, so it's a possibility that if those were tight enough, they could have tourniqueted, and he could have survived. So, I wonder what other injuries.
Swords on his back.
The arm guy,
What
yeah,
are they?
that dude.
You drink last night
That dude
too?
with the bled out. That the left arm has a major artery that runs directly to the heart. So, totally get that one. That one was a give and kill. But the one with the feet, he could have survived that one. Clearing in the glade. The boys loved that place. I know for a fact that the enemy is in there. But alas, I do not see. Here we go.
Bones shattered. Fell from high up. A nest. A forktails looks like, but it's empty. No point waiting. Gotta rustle up some bait.
Woo! So it's a fork tail, huh? A forky tail. Which, I mean, isn't a fork tail? A fork tail is still a dracanoid, right? Yeah, a fork tail. More like cleavers, fork tails owe the quaint name to the long rows, their arms carrying, fighting fork tails. I mean, technically, it still falls into the same category that a dragon would fall into. It's a dracanoid. So for the uneducated in monsters, that I could see where the confusion would be, and technically they were right. So Geralt, there's no need to correct them. Let them think it's a dragon. Now, Geralt actually deals with the dragon in the second game. I don't know if you guys, how many of played the second
you
game. The
swing an
second game
axe?
there's actually a dragon, or an actual dragon.
So will you help with the dragon, or not?
Found your dragon's nest, but I'll need bait to kill it. A sheep, for instance.
Ah, I see. You're gonna stuff it with sulfur.
Another ally of the brave little shoemaker. No, I'll manage without sulfur. Just need a sheep, unseasoned.
Fine. There's one I can give you. It's a bit mangy, but it'll do. Know how to get a sheep to move where you want? Gotta drive it like a sheepdog. Go at it from the left, it'll go right. Go at it from the right, it'll go...
If dogs have figured it out, think I'll manage as well. How do you call a sheep? Here, sheepy sheepy? Hey sheep, come here. We got us a fork-tail to hunt.
Alright.
Giddy up, sheep.
What happens if I...
Move along. Ooh-ah.
Come on. Get going. Get going. Get going, sheep. If a dragon was coming at me, I would probably crap myself and die of a heart attack before the dragon could kill me. For me, it would depend on the weaponry that was available. Like, if we're talking Geralt's type of weaponry, medieval type weaponry. Yeah. I don't know that I would have the skill set to be able to defeat a dragon. But if you're giving me modern weaponry, firearms, oh, I can smoke a dragon's ass all day long. Just give it a nice shot through the eye, call it a day. Maybe even use some depleted uranium rounds to do it. Done. Eyes are gonna be soft on every creature, doesn't matter how mythical they are. Eyes are always the soft spots. But medieval weaponry, yeah. I'm too banged up. I got too many physical issues to be effective against a dragon with that level of weaponry. It's a forky tail.
Go on, sheep. Go frolic. You've earned it.
So the sheep survived. This is right. Saving the world one sheep at a time. Let's... Woo!
That's
Come on,
it, Roach.
Who's that?
It's horrible. As if
Right.
something was
Let's
tearing
go
me.
turn this in right now.
See if you're a
This guy is gonna be an
So will
ass.
you help with the dragon, or not?
Solved your problem.
And? That it? Tell me more. Did the dragon breathe fire, spit venom?
So here's the thing: is if you tell this dude that it's a forktail, not a dragon, which technically it's not a dragon, but they are in the same species family. They are both draconoids. That's a detail thing. But if you tell him that it's a forktail, he'll be like, "Oh, I paid you to kill a dragon, not a forky tail thing," and then he'll refuse to pay the full amount for the contract. He'll actually refuse to pay you entirely, and you'll be given some options to convince him otherwise. But yeah, he acts like a total ass if you tell him that it's a forktail. So, we're gonna lie to this dude and say it had golden scales.
Yeah,
Because the dragon
and it
in
had
the
golden
second game
scales and
has
smoke poured out its ass like it does out of a chimney.
Just like the skulls sing it. You've earned your reward.
And the princess's hand. But I'll just take the coin.
Wee! Yeah, because, like, he acts like a total ass if you tell him the truth. Alright. Okay, I think this was that other quest that we picked up that, for whatever reason, like the pop-ups and stuff didn't come up when we accepted this quest. So now that we are finished with the dragon quest, let's go take care of this quest. This was the guy with the that constantly mispronounced everything, and they called Neckers Nuckus. Like instead of Nekkers. Instead of saying it that way, he was saying Nukkers.
The wagon. Need to look around. Gashes like claw marks in its flanks, but it's also got lockjaw and a warped spine, like it might have died of tetanus. Must be the comrade of the fellow from Pharaoh. Odd. Looks like he died of old age, not because a Necker ripped him apart.
And here comes.
What the?
Oh, it's
That
this
was close.
quest. I do
Something
know
tells
this
me that was
quest.
no accident. Better investigate.
The dude that set us up, I can't remember if he's one of. I think he's a Doppler.
Furrow looks fresh. Boulder must have rolled through here. Boulder started here. Think I see some tracks. Necker tracks. Clear prints.
This is actually kind of a fun quest.
What's going on here?
Gotta go back to work, man. Thanks for the stream and always being super cool to hang out with. Well, thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you coming by. And I love having conversations with everybody, so thank you for being here, and I hope you have an outstanding rest of your shift. So we're locked in a cave, following the Necker Trail over what was quite obviously an ambush. So that's 2 ambushes now that we have survived on a single mission. Still got the Necker footprints that we're following.
A Necker's foot, hollowed out inside like a boot. Someone lost it while running. The plot thickens. necker paw and a human foot? Small like a child's, clearly running.
Alright, let's see. Nothing down here. Very nice, very nice. So we've got 2 ambush spots. There we go. How many more are we gonna run into? Let's see. There we go. There's the neckers with their feet cut off.
Trail ends here. Who would think to hang drawings in a place like this? Looks like the work of a child, or someone who's damned clumsy with a quill. 2 sticks protruding above the shoulder. Think that might be me. Is that a wagon? And here's where that boulder almost crushed me. Necker tracks near the boulder. Now I know where they came from. Just wonder who actually left them. These balls on sticks are Endrigas. Guess they were supposed to finish me off. All in all, a pretty elaborate plan. And this must be the meeting place. Looks like this whole ambush was a group effort. High time I met the pranksters.
Pranksters, listen, they tried to kill you twice, but that's not a prankster at that point.
A necker, torn apart by something huge, then someone cut its legs off.
Alright, let's get to this meeting point, right? I wonder if they're looking for their friends, if that's why they're here. Bam! Are we doing this? Wow, that guy jumped mid-air, took the crossbow bolt to the face, and then still was able to complete the follow-through on his jump attack. Like, there was no flipping backwards or just dropping midair when the bolt collided with him. No, like, he was able to just absorb that momentum of the bolt hitting him and then continue his path uninterrupted and unslowed. He maintained the same speed. That was interesting. Woo! So we're here. We are here. Just gotta wait until nighttime. Resting.
Must be the place. You can come out. I've seen your plan. Besides, I can hear you. One of you's wheezing like a broken bellows. Another's panting frantically like a deer caught in a trap. And the third should really take something for that throat. I'd try thyme extract.
There we are. A godling, a doppler, a rock troll.
Someone care to explain what's going on here?
What's going on is that you're down there, and we're up here.
That's a situation I can fix quickly.
Witchy thingy no gob. The pounding witchy thingy swoop man.
That's right. We've caught you. You're at our mercy now, and we're none too merciful.
Oh, really? Fact is, I could just turn around and...
Hold it held. Witchy thingy gob shotkin. The swoop man. I wonder why he's not already in that shrimp.
There's a werewolf.
You were to kill him.
What? We never said nothing about killing.
Not a thing. We were just supposed to scare him.
So witchy thingy us scary thingies. Make him no touch us. I believe you misunderstood. He's a murderer, like the rest of them. Like the one who killed my Adalia.
Awful sorry about your wench. We all are.
A Doppler.
But this Witcher didn't kill her. And we can't very well punish him for another's crime.
He has much to answer for, too. I heard he killed a Korred in Tucson.
But he spared a golden dragon.
So what? What about Verena? The Bruxa with the fondness for blue roses from Nazaire. He showed her no mercy.
Alright. Man Bear Nug. Let me get you that shout out here. Slow typing. You guys know the drill. If you guys haven't done it, do it. Do it. Man Bear Nug is probably one of the most awesome, comfortable to be around, relaxed, amazing human beings you will ever encounter. If you don't believe me, go spend 5 minutes in his channel when he's live. He broadcasts every day that there's not updates or maintenance going on with ESO, and Mondays are his other day off. So, if you guys haven't gone and checked out his channel, Man Bear Nug's channel, just push that little heart button right there. Click, right? Follow, it's free. And go over there. And I dare you to find me someone who is more of an amazing human being than Man Bear Nug. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in.
Verena killed many an innocent. I had to do something, but I've helped monsters aplenty.
Yes? Who?
Johnny, a godling living in Velen. Helped him recover his voice.
That's right. A little birdie told me. Now Johnny can say all his favorite words loud as he likes. The sound of surreptitious shenanigans rings out over all Velen.
Don't make me laugh. That's not nearly enough.
There's this Sylvan in Velen. You gotta know him. I had a choice. Kill him and collect a reward from the local peasants, or talk it out with him. I chose the latter.
Sylvans are nasty schemers, but it was nice of you to spare him. You see? He's not that bad. We should let him go.
Let him go? No! So he can track us down and butcher us.
I won't hurt you. I don't kill sentient creatures.
You lie. Every Witcher is a murderer.
I kill monsters, true. It's my job. But only when they threaten humans.
You hate us! Hate us all!
Humans hate you all. Because they don't know you. Don't know which of you are dangerous and which want to live in peace. Only Witchers stand between you and humans. We know both worlds. Protect both. We kill dangerous monsters, so the thinking ones can live in peace.
So you say now, as you stand there, scared. You know we have the upper hand.
You don't. Could have killed you all long ago if I'd wanted to.
I believe him. We should let him be.
I'm all for it. To my thinking, he's telling the truth.
Let witchy thingy go. Ah, fools! Gullible as newborns. A just Witcher. A kind Witcher. A lying Witcher. He feigns it all. All humans lie.
Let it rest. This is not the way. You shan't bring Adalia back.
Ah! Stay here. I'll finish this alone.
There is no peaceful resolution here, but you can make it so you're only fighting him instead of all four of them.
You will die.
You were right. Monsters are like men. Some are good, some are bad, and still others simply lost. That's a right shame. I was different once. Should never have let him talk us into this. Here, a little something from us, so you'll remember not all monsters are dangerous.
Thanks.
Made it home. Outstanding. I am happy to hear that you made it home safely. That is fantastic. Alright, so we knocked those out. What else do we got? The family blade. Let's keep looking for that. Let's see, where are we at? Where are we at? We need stuff. What do we need? Stuff ways. We need... Hot dang. Is the distillery really the closest one? Okay. I guess we're gonna go for the distillery. Which way do I need to go for this? Okay, so I am going the correct direction. Because there's only like one way by foot or by horseback to actually reach the distillery. It doesn't include that fast travel from the, what do you call it? The signpost that's over there. So you do have to come at it from a specific direction. That's what we have been doing. Get this fast travel marker, send that out, head out now. Now, if you do slaughter all monsters you come across, regardless if they're sentient or not that that's what Geralt would do. Geralt's very adamant about not killing sentient creatures. Like, that's a very big important thing for Geralt as a character. But if you actually did go through and you killed all of the monsters and didn't spare any of them, then when it comes to that particular dialogue choice and that quest line, you end up having to fight all four of the monsters. So if you spare sentient monsters, if you stay true
is willing to pay
to
well for the soul.
Geralt's nature,
It's waiting.
then it gives you the relatively peaceful option of only having to fight the werewolf, who
I
has
don't
obviously
deny
become
it.
consumed with hate.
But none others prepared to buy. They all fear the uncreate.
Did you see that? Like, the dude's mouth was still talking and he was explaining stuff, even though we cut his legs off and he was dead. Alright, next fast travel point. Man, this is a whole lot of running around just to find one freaking blade. Like, thief steals a blade and then they get stolen and they get stolen and gets or transferred. Alright, so we've got to go up, up, and over. Oh, look at that. We're almost at level 33. I believe 34 is where the master crafted feline armor comes into play.
This blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh?
There it goes.
What is it?
Retrieved the property you lost.
Could you? Thanks be to Freya. Where'd you find it?
Northern part of the Isle, near the whale cemetery. Don't ask me how it got there, long story. At any rate, don't need to worry about the thieves. They won't steal ever again.
Your reward sure as hell earned it. And I'll add a bit more from myself. If Killiud not been found, I'd have had to wash the shame away with my own blood.
Woo! Alright, next quest. Secondary. Edric. I don't want to do the Iron Maiden. I don't care about that too much. Treasure hunts. There we go. No, none of these are really relevant. Alright. Then I guess we're going to... Let's go deal with Cirrus. Let's go.
Wonder if he's as strong as he looks.
I indeed am. I'm even faster than I
Them
look.
supper knives are good for picking your teeth, sure. Axe. As a weapon.
Did you just say... Did you hear him? Did you hear what he just said? He called our swords, the Geralt wears, the two swords, dinner knives, and said that they're only good for picking your teeth. Could you imagine using a sword that is that length to pick your teeth? I feel like you would end up cutting yourself and hurting yourself far more. Snow fog. So now we gotta go talk to this person. So this is gonna be Cirrus. This is
I could have married
Crack,
a continental
his
man.
daughter. This is her section of the quest. And then we'll go deal with her brothers after.
What's that? Gotta come back tomorrow.
Welcome to the home of Jarl Udalric of the Honourable Clan Brockfar.
Greetings. Wanted to see the Jarl.
Enter. Jarl's still speaking to his seer, but they should finish soon.
One thing. Watch where you step.
How come?
Jarl's not too fond of light. Makes it easy to trip.
That caught a turn. Fuck. Been a while now.
Y'all must have dreamt another
Easy to
vision.
trip.
We'll be done in a moment.
And then a giant sea snake swam up and bit my arm off. The gods have spoken. A sacrifice is needed.
To my mind, it's about you defeating a snake, Jarl.
No, they demand a sacrifice. I'm sure of it. It's time.
We must wait for a clearer sign. At least till your next dreaming.
I don't need no more signs.
Looking for Cirrus. Heard she stayed here.
Onkrate's daughter. Aye, she was here.
Where is she now?
What?
Cirrus. Where's Cirrus?
Dunno. Enough of the questions.
By the way, everybody, in the event that there's something in chat that I missed, or that you guys need to get my attention about, I did add a sound alert in the emote or the channel point section. I'll play it real quick so you guys can hear it.
Look at the chat! Look at it! This guy calls himself a streamer. He doesn't even look at the chat.
There it is. So yeah, if I miss something in chat or you guys need my attention or I'm not paying attention to chat close enough because I'm focused on whatever I'm doing in the game, you guys can play that now, and I'll be able to like go, oh, okay, somebody needs me to do something here. Anyways, we're gonna be right back. Give me a second, and gotta take care of the dog, and then we'll be back and we'll continue this adventure. Alright. We're back. Hey, welcome in, Runa. Hey, welcome in. How are you doing? How's your day? Anything new or exciting in your part of the world?
I'm looking for Ceres. Any idea where she might be?
I hope she's gone to the village. It's been a time since she visited. She wished to speak to our folk, but...
But?
I worry she might have gone to Jarl Udalric's old family home, though I tried to dissuade her.
Clan Brockvar have something to hide from the Crate?
No, it's not that. The house is a strange place. Many believe it haunted.
Great. I love haunted houses. But why would Ceres go there?
Before she left, she had a long talk with the Jarl. Seems she wanted to help him.
With what?
Forgive me. I must go to him.
A promising start.
Remember when that storm caught us in Old Bay? Aye, like it were yesterday.
It's locked.
Lachlan fell overboard and near drowned.
Alright, let's leave this and then we're gonna go and find Ceres. So Ceres is actually on the hill. The house on the hill.
It's raining.
Just
Put on your
below
tunic.
the place of power. It's that place right up there. So let's go over there.
Did it hurt that monster?
This is an interesting
Maybe we needed a spot of rain.
because of the way they set it all up.
Fresh footprints. Could be Ceres. Something seriously wrong here.
Yeah, because... Is that supposed to be water, or is that supposed to be like black tar? To me, this looks like black tar. Not water, more like black tar. Kind of like dripping. Okay, so Geralt has to come in here to get the key to the cellar, right? So Geralt can see this. Remember this for those who haven't seen this before. Remember this.
Ceres. Passed out. Gotta get her out of here.
What happened? Where am I? Oh, my head. Pain's just awful.
Got hit with something heavy.
Geralt? Why are you here?
Came to look for you. Croc's worried. Taking you home.
I won't go until I help Ulrich. The sword! Where's the sword? I've got to go back!
You're not going anywhere. I carried you out of there a moment ago, half dead.
I have to!
You have to tell me what's going on. So what's this sword all about?
It's Brockvar, the ancestral sword of Udalric's clan. I needed to lift the curse that holds Udalric.
A curse?
Long story. Years ago, Udalric and his little brother butted heads over the sword. As custom has it, the clan's sword should go to the firstborn son, Udalric. But his father gave Brockvar to his little brother, Aki.
Serious insult in these lands.
Serious enough for Udalric to break a sacred law here in Skellige. He openly questioned his father's decision.
Guessing the old Jarl couldn't let it pass.
They chained Udalric to a pile, up to his waist in the sea. Spent 3 days like that. When his punishment ended, he and Aki sailed out to fish.
Got a feeling this trip didn't end happily.
Your feeling's right. There was an accident. A storm broke out and Aki fell overboard. Udalric had his hands full with the sails. Didn't hear his brother until it was too late.
Didn't hear? Or didn't want to hear?
Some folk on the Isle had the same doubt. but none would mention it aloud.
Okay, murdered his brother out of jealousy because he was stepped over by their father. Okay, why was he stepped over by his father? That's something I'd be more interested in finding out.
What did you plan to do with the sword?
I thought Aki's ghost would want it back.
The brother's ghost?
Long as I remember, folk have said Udalric's the chosen one. The one the gods speak to. I believed it once. But now, considering certain things, I think he's just haunted. And it's his dead brother that's haunting him.
So you believe Aki's getting his revenge, because Udalric let him die?
I've talked to Yort. He swears Udalric didn't start hearing voices till after Aki's death. And I don't think Yort's mistaken. He knew both those boys from the cradle. I think we've to give Brokvar to Aki, and he'll leave Udalric alone.
Not a bad idea, on condition it's a ghost we're dealing with. But something doesn't add up.
What's that?
Aki drowned at sea, said so yourself. But the ghost haunts this house.
Aki and Udalric both lived here. Maybe that's why. Thanks for your help, Geralt. But I've got to get the sword.
Out of the question. I'll get it.
Really? Thanks. So I can go see Udalric?
No chance. You're weak. Might pass out again along the way. Wait here, we'll go together.
So here's my thing. Here's my question. Right, so Geralt is a witcher. A rather famous witcher, I might add. And people are constantly questioning his expertise in the field of monsters and curses. I'm like, you understand he's not a new witcher, right? Like, Geralt's old. Geralt's famous. Geralt has taken down more monsters and lifted more curses than any other witcher
Place
that
of
is
power.
known to the common
Should draw from it.
and the nobility alike, right? Now, the Witcher's recordings, like the Witcher histories for the various schools, there may be Witchers that have accomplished more than Geralt, but the local average person doesn't know that. They only know what they're going to hear in the taverns and inns, and that's stuff that's put out by Dandelion, okay? So, like, if everybody knows how good he is, and like Cirrus is someone that he knew when she was a child, a baby, okay? So, again, back to the question of why does everyone feel the need to question Geralt and what he's doing, or go against what Geralt says needs to be done to do the things that are quite literally his entire expertise? You know, lifting curses and killing monsters. I don't know, that doesn't seem like the brightest decision. Questioning the guy that has dedicated more of his life, longer of his time. He has dedicated more time to learning to deal with curses and monsters than most people that are currently alive in this timeline in the Witcher game. He has dedicated more time to learning these things and doing these things than anybody has been alive, with the exception of sorceresses, because of the spells to keep them immortal and living hundreds and hundreds of years. But humans, hands down, he started killing monsters and lifting curses before most of them were even thoughts, or most of their grandparents were even thoughts. Like, and you guys are questioning on whether he knows what he's talking about or doing? Like, come on. Nobody's gonna do that. Nobody's that stupid. Of course, then that goes back to that whole never underestimate how stupid somebody is because they'll turn around and show you.
What is this about?
Should turn on all the lights just to piss this thing off. Turn it on, all the lights. All of them, yeah. Okay. Does it actually do anything? No, it doesn't actually piss them off or do anything. Alright, tell Cirrus we found the sword.
So, did you find the sword?
Yep, let's go.
I found it. Let's go.
After you, then.
Woo!
You and my da, you were mates once, right?
Hope we still are.
But, well, I heard you fell out over something. Or someone.
Talking about that story with Yennefer? Long time ago, that. In fact, that was before Croc met the woman who'd be your mother.
But you and Yennefer had already met?
Things were never cut and dried with Yen.
What is it about her?
Still
What is it that draws you?
Dunno. Maybe, it's 'cause I've never chosen comfort and ease. The calm and the quiet.
Maybe we needed a spot of rain.
I could have married a continental man.
Was it
You
hard?
couldn't have
Killing
Skellige.
that vermin?
The Skellige people and the Continentals don't get along. Their cultures are way too drastically different.
Where's Yennefer?
Don't know. Why do you ask?
I just wonder why she let you come here alone.
What do you mean, let me?
Nothing. Not a thing. Just got the impression she doesn't like to let you out of her sight. Look, there they are.
She abandons Geralt on a regular basis. You're not very observant, are you?
Horridly bright out
She
here.
abandons him.
Stings the eyes.
The fresh air will do you good.
The gods won't be pleased.
Jarl, our guests, remember.
Couldn't help overhearing your conversation.
No worries. It's no secret.
All in the Isles know Jarl Udalric hears the voices of the gods.
These voices you hear.
The gods. Their voices.
It's not the gods.
Watch your words, foreigner. You're in Skellige, our land, and we revere the gods here. If you weren't on Kright's guest...
Jarl, the Witcher surely meant no offense. Let us hear what he has to say.
More likely this is somehow related to your dead brother.
I told Geralt of Aki. We concluded that...
That the gods are angry at you, yet he's the reason. That's why you have to apologize. To Aki himself.
I didn't want to. Aki fell in the water. The gods will be angry.
Angry you want to make peace with your brother? Are the gods of Skellige that cruel?
They are that just.
Justice demands you return to the dead what is rightly theirs.
What would you have me do?
Remember where Aki fell in the water?
Near the Isle's eastern end, by the mouth of the bay. Current had swept us towards Ullula's Needle.
It's a dangerous spot. Treacherous eddies swallow a handful of sailors each year.
We need to sail there. Aki's ghost won't rest until Brokvar's returned to his remains.
No. No. The gods, they'll be angry. I feel it.
Fear not, Jarl. The gods love you, and they loved Aki. Surely they want this.
Well, maybe I can sail there.
Man, look at that dude's nose.
The sword
right?
should be returned. That's what matters.
He's got a big old beak.
Makes no difference by whose hand. What do I look for? Did Aki have anything that'll help me recognize
That
him?
character has a
Something
very
he was wearing that
unfortunate
could survive
face.
all this time underwater.
Aye. Our clan ring.
That ought to be enough. I'm off.
This guy.
Then we gotta drag their corpses out of the inn. Axe.
That
There's a
guy.
weapon.
He's also the one that they also use the same character model on the Peller. That character model has an unfortunate face. So let's get over here. So we're gonna dive into the water and then find his brother's remains because they never recovered his remains and left him in the water rather than giving him the proper burial. And we're gonna place the sword with the remains. that drowner, he did the jump, right? And then we popped him with the bolt. And then he stopped the jump. And he kind of like staggered a bit. He took the hit and got staggered. But it stopped him from completing the jump attack, which is hilarious because the Necker, which is far smaller and weaker in comparison, it completed its full jump without issue. I'm pretty sure the Neckers are challenging the Drowners in their monsterness.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Not long enough, apparently. Because it wasn't even long enough for us to get in the freaking water. Alright, let's try
Must
that
be the
again.
place.
Must be the place. And the skeleton, if I remember correctly, is like right over here. Yep, right there. So you see, we placed the sword in the skeleton's hand, not just with the skeleton. We actually put it in the skeleton's hand. Now, is this going to solve the problem? No. Why? Because Geralt is not actually lifting the curse.
Can't help wondering what
Geralt
that
is
accomplished, if
helping
anything.
Cirrus.
Time to see Udalric.
There it is. See, even he knows. He's like, that didn't accomplish shit, and I'm aware of this. Like, he's just helping Cirrus at this point. He's not... He has no confidence in her course of action that she has decided to undertake, but it is her action, so he's kind of like following her lead and letting her make these errors in judgment so that she can learn. Because he's not hired, he wasn't hired or asked to solve this problem. Great Anne Krak, her father, asked Geralt to help his daughter. Helping his daughter implies following her lead and assisting her where she feels that she needs it, not taking over and accomplishing it for her.
Watch your strut.
Adventure seeker.
I never knew a man as
These
brave.
continental dandies come a strutting down we.
Last night.
Why'd you do it?
What is this?
Udalric. The voice has commanded him to poke out his eye.
What? Why'd you do it?
Such was the will of the gods. A sacrifice for Aki.
What did the gods want? Exactly. Do you remember? What did they tell you?
They were angry. A voice said, "You vile wretch, you didn't help Aki, and now you failed to sail out to beg his forgiveness. Poke out your eye, suffer, and regret the evil you've wrought."
Okay.
When did the
If you
gods
say
speak
so,
to you?
bud.
Right after I
How
left?
that works.
Shortly after, sleep came over me, so I lay down. 'Twas then they revealed their will to me.
You always asleep when they speak to you?
Always.
What do you see then? Do they try to summon you anywhere specific?
My old home. They command me to light torches, then speak from the shadows.
The gods speak from the shadows, you said. Is that why you don't allow any lights in here?
In my dreams, at times I see their form, when the torches burn bright.
To see the gods is a great honor. Maybe with more light in your house, you'd see them when you're awake as well.
Lesser men are unworthy. They cannot gaze upon their faces.
So, it's now... So his pride is making this even worse. His pride is exacerbating the issue.
The gods always demand you offer them your suffering?
Only that pleases them, so they ask for more and more.
I'm just gonna throw this out there, bud. It's not Aztec. It's not Mayan. Hell, it's not even Egyptian. Very few polytheistic faiths, fictional or not, actually require human suffering. And then most of them, the human sacrifice aspects of them, that the few that have human sacrifice, because there are those that have them, the human sacrifice has to be, there's criteria for it. It's not just anybody, right? You can't just force people. It doesn't work that way. It has to be either a willing sacrifice. The person is willing to kill themselves, or be killed, rather. Or it is a, and I know how cruel and insensitive this is going to be, but understand the time periods that polytheistic religions were being practiced and had open human sacrifice, okay? So this is a very different time period. And one of the things is enemy combatives that you've captured, or enemy people, like if you raided villages or whatnot, you could take, people captured each other and took slaves, and that was a very European mentality. It's been practiced by every culture at some point or another in their histories, but slaves are considered property, regardless of which culture or time period we're discussing. And the polytheistic religions allow sacrifice of personal property. So they can be willing sacrifices, or they can be slaves, which are property of the time period. I don't agree with it, okay? I'm just stating the way that society actually is back then, when human sacrifices were done as part of polytheistic religions. So yeah, dude, you're way the hell off. They don't ask for mutilations. They ask for sacrifices of people, not mutilations.
I returned the sword, but nothing's changed. It's not his brother's ghost that haunts him, tortures him.
What's wrong with him?
Can we talk somewhere in private?
The guest room. Come.
Now, people do mutilation, self-mutilation in those polytheistic religions as a form
Know
of...
what it is?
It's a Heim, a post-conjunction creature, very rare and very dangerous. It latches on to men who commit vile deeds. It feeds on their pain for years, fueling their guilty conscience. In the end, Heims force their victims to mutilate themselves.
Sounds unpleasant. Any way to defeat it?
Two methods that work. In theory.
Okay, so, as I was saying, the people that do follow polytheistic faiths back in the day, there was forms of self-mutilation that took place, but it wasn't because the gods demanded it. It was a form of admiration or imitation to show their dedication to their gods. But it wasn't a demand of the gods. It was something that they were choosing to do of their own free volition. So again, that's another fact there. So polytheistic people going, oh, well, da-da-da-da. That's not how it works. And yes, I am a polytheistic practitioner. Like, I know a thing or two.
Witcher's bestiaries say you have to spend a night in the Heim's lair with the affected individual.
The haunted house, you mean? It's hardly cozy, but I wager you've slept in worse conditions.
It's not about sleeping. You've got to draw the Heim out. It has to emerge from the shadows, show itself. Can't hurt it otherwise.
And it's sure to give as good as it gets.
You've seen Udalric. It won't be an easy fight.
What's this other way?
They say a Heim can be tricked. You have to pretend to do something horrible. Then it'll move on to you as its new victim. When it realizes it's been tricked, it'll be forced to leave.
Great. Let's try it.
Don't know anyone who's pulled it off.
Or maybe no one's thought up a trick that was good enough. I know you're doubtful, but we should at least try to find a way to trick the Heim.
Might not be as simple as it seems. Besides, neither method's perfect.
What do you mean?
Udalric might not survive an entire night in the Heim's lair.
You think the Heim... Would it try to kill Udalric?
No, that would mean losing its host. But Udalric could just... expire. He's weak, and the house will summon painful memories. Whereas to the Heim, that'll be an opportunity. The more pain the Heim causes Udalric, the stronger it'll grow.
And the more dangerous it will be to you. And what about the other method?
The Heim's a demon, and demons are notoriously hard to fool. Plus, the trickster can't know it's a trick.
What?
The Heim attacks those who have a guilty conscience, truly believe they committed a foul deed. The Heim strengthens their regret and feeds on it. Meaning, if the new host doesn't feel true sorrow, the Heim will sense that.
Yes. So, for this to work, if either of us has an idea, we can't tell the other one about it.
Exactly.
Both methods seem risky, but I still think we should try the trick.
Don't know that I'm convinced.
Just please don't tell me you have to consult Yennefer on such things as well. If we fail to think of anything, we can always try the Witcher's way.
She keeps bringing up Yennefer. To me, it really seems like she's doing it out of jealousy. Maybe it was like she liked Geralt as a child, and now that she's a woman, she feels like she can pursue it, but she needs to get Yennefer to be out of the picture so that Geralt will focus on her. Like, that's how this character's written, and it comes out to me. That's how I interpret this behavior. If you guys interpret it differently, let me know. I'd be interested in hearing another perspective. But to me, she keeps bringing up Yennefer, in my opinion, because it feels like she had that childhood crush, and now that she's a woman, she knows that she's got to compete with her to get the affection of Geralt.
What is it with you and Yennefer? Mentioned her several times already.
Nothing. I've just noticed that you're often of one mind.
Saying I'm henpecked.
Not that you're especially different. Seems to happen to all men. Take a rowdy Skelliger, a brave knight, or a tough witcher. You all end up wrapped around some woman's finger.
I mean, that's true.
What can I say?
So, shall we try tricking it first?
Yeah, let's.
Good decision.
Again, that's just her
Haunted house.
covering.
The Heim's lair.
Like,
Only
that's
place
not a
where
real
anything
reason
like this could work.
After you, then.
If you know that everybody's that way, or you think that everybody's that way, you don't deliberately needle somebody on that subject matter unless there's another motive.
No reason to delay.
Let's look around.
Solid craftsmanship. Fitter must have been from the continent.
Do-do-do-do. Oh, Ciri. So that's her original outfit there that she's
Ciri.
wearing.
No, it's impossible. Damn it. Looking to discourage me? Good. Means you're scared.
Bam.
Shattered. Udalric must have been scared of seeing the creature just behind him. An old cradle. Must have belonged to Udalric or Aki.
Geralt, come! Think I've got an idea!
Look at that. The black tar is coming from a closed portion of the roof directly into the cradle.
Geralt!
Geralt. Come in, lass.
Come up with anything?
Yes, I have a plan. One that just might work.
Can I get any details?
You've got to wait for me here. I won't be long.
Anything else?
Said yourself, you can't know the details. So no, nothing else. You simply gotta trust me.
Hope you know what you're doing.
Do it. Do
So
trust
do
her.
I.
She doesn't have malicious intent.
So, can we start?
I'm ready.
All right, I'll be back soon. In the meantime, get a fire going in the oven.
Over there! She's running to the old house! Grab her!
Take him. You must put him in the oven. Trust me.
Take care not to hurt the child. Give me the babe.
In the oven. Throw him in the oven.
You'll never learn.
He's just holding onto that metal door, like his with his bare hand. His hand has got to be. And there the Heim attaches itself to Geralt.
Why?
Aki!
He named his son after his brother.
The Witcher committed no crime. You'll find neither despair nor guilt here. Only shock and relief. You've been tricked. You must go.
It's over.
Over?
We tricked the Heim. It thought I'd killed your child, abandoned you to haunt me, feed on my conscience.
But when it saw the babe was whole, unharmed, it had to go. You're free, Jarl.
Free?
The Heim's gone, so are the voices that tortured you. Let's get out of here.
Bam. She
What's
is pretty
happening?
smart. She is pretty
My
wicked
head's
smart.
spinning. I'm spinning in a maelstrom.
Geralt, you said it was over.
That's just fatigue. In time, his mind will return to normal.
What? What will I do now?
You'll be fine. Key is to not give in to self-pity.
I feel as if someone's torn something from me.
That's normal. The Heim was a parasite. Bonds between parasites and hosts can be strong. That's why you feel empty now. Give it a few days, weeks, you'll be fine.
Thank you. I think. Farewell.
I'll go with him. He seems confused.
Good idea. Then what? What are your plans?
I'll stay a few days, make sure he's healthy. And you? Gonna stay on Speakerog?
Don't know yet. Gotta gather my thoughts.
I'm sure Yennefer must be growing impatient.
Thought we already discussed that.
We did. Farewell, Witcher. Favorable winds and following seas to you.
To you too. So long.
I really think that she's got a thing for Geralt, and she's just jealous of Yennefer. That is truly how I take her behavior in her dialogue choices. Sirius and Crate. Let's see. We're gonna save our game. We're gonna go check and see if her father is available to play Gwent, because before he hasn't been available. We may have to go and help his son first. But let's go take a look.
Grand those swords, but I prefer me trusty axe.
Me little Norgan's birthday tomorrow. I've no clue what to give her. Maybe a nice little axe.
Got me
Maybe a
eye
nice
on
little
you.
axe. Hey, listen, you can never go wrong with
Want to
giving
keep an eye on
an axe
him.
as a gift.
Killer.
Yes, tits!
In fact, my granddaughter
Dirty oaf.
loves her axe. She has
These
a little plastic
continental
axe that
dandies
that
come
we
a
got.
strutting, then we gotta drag their corpses out of the inn.
She just loves that thing, man. She drags it around with her. It's so fun.
Yes? Yes?
So yeah, we still can't help him. I'm sorry, we still can't play Gwent
Wonder
with
if
him.
he's as strong
So
as he looks.
It does look like we're gonna have to
they
go
say.
and help his son.
No cure for trouble like a witch.
Dirty
Before we
oaf.
progress with the Gwent with him. So that's interesting.
Yeah. That caught had turned.
Which is funny because
Friends
we
we show heart,
legitimately have a
foes
quest
we show our axe. Remember.
to go.
Think you could take him?
Actually, you know what? While I'm here, hold on. Let me see something. Change your life. Person is a daughter. Religion and life. You know what? Maybe we go talk to this guy, because that looks like... Interesting map. Okay. Letter of safe conduct. Huh. Do we not have... Religion and life seems like that would be the correct answer, right? Alright, so, Lord Udvik. Should we start it? Should we start it? Tis the question. Tis indeed the question. Let's see. Alright, so. I think I've got a fun surprise for you guys. Give me a moment here. Please stick with me. We are going to raid out to Miss Catatonia. I know everybody in the community just absolutely loves hanging out with Catatonia. So, in light of the fact that we don't have current Legion broadcasters live, we're going to go out and hang out with Catatonia. She is currently doing Elder Scrolls Online, it looks like. So, let's go raid Catatonia, shall we? Please stick with me for the raid. Remember to chat in the streamer's chat when we arrive, because it acknowledges them, it lets them know we're there. It makes them feel good, and when streamers feel good, they provide more content and they're more consistent with us. So let's go ahead and get over there. Make sure you chat in the chat. And thank you all for being here. You guys have been amazing, as always. And I hope to see you guys in the future.